going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm installing a PhatBitsuk steering wheel cover. Now these aren't like the ones you buy from, say, Tesco's or Morrison's or Halfords, if you like, the ones that slip over. These ones are designed to actually stitch onto your actual wheel to make it look like the wheel has been retrimmed in this material that you've opted for. Now, I will leave a link in the description to PhatBitsuk itself. You can basically customise your design. They do carbon fibre sort of surround, or it's completely up to you. There's so many options you can pick from. I went for a blue centre line with blue stitching, Alcantara top, and perforated leather at the sides. I did choose for the Alcantara to be at the bottom as well, but looking at the material, it doesn't seem like you can really see it due to the VXR, like the plaque at the bottom of the wheel. You won't be able to really see it. So, but I've never stitched in my life, but looking at the instructions, it doesn't seem that hard. It's pretty straightforward, really. I can't see how it can really go wrong. So I'm unbox the steering wheel cover now and show you what comes in the box and everything you need to do this sort of thing yourself. So let's go. Right then, this is the box it obviously comes in. Once you open it up, this is their Instagram and Facebook, so if you guys want to check them out on there, I will leave a link in the description to their website for you to order all this. And this is obviously the wheel cover itself. Obviously it doesn't really look like much, it just looks like a bit of material. But from what I've seen, it will fit fine. And obviously I went for the blue line in the middle, blue stitching, nice Alcantara, however you want to pronounce it, and the perforated leather on the side. And you can see how small the bottom bit was, what I'm saying. It's only like the Alcantara lower, it's not really going to be that big, so I doubt you're going to really see it. And it comes with instructions as well, which is nice. It comes with photos on the instructions and everything else, how to do it and how to install it. And then on the back, it's got all the stitching and how to stitch it on it yourself. So it's all like pretty detailed of how to install it, which is better than most instructions you get for most things nowadays. And then you get like a plastic tool to push in the material down the side of the buttons, obviously. And then you got your blue thread it comes with, and it does come with some sticky solid tape. Now, this is sort of a controversial one. I've seen people use this and I've seen people not use it. I'm going to opt not to use it, just so I can make it a bit more easy for myself. But from what I can see, you don't have to use it, but it's completely up to you if you want to use it. And obviously it comes with a needle as well to thread it on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to obviously put it on. Obviously you can see the state of my wheel. It's battered. No amount of cleaning is going to sort this out. It's really worn. So I'm going to attempt it now to fit the actual cover on and see how I go from there. Right, guys, I'm going to try and, from what I can see, I'm trying to work out which way it goes round. So I'm assuming the bottom part there where the cutout is, that's a cutout for the cover. So I've got a feeling I might have to remove the bottom plate, but I'm going to try and stretch it over now and just get it in some sort of position where I'm happy with it. It says it's a bit tight. Right, that's sort of on that side. On that side, centre line's lined up. I need to try and tuck it around a bit more. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and line up the stitches with the original stitches themselves. So if you look at the stitching on your steering wheel, I'm going to try and line up where you have to stitch it yourself with them as well. So I'm just making sure I'm keeping the centre line on. And just tuck it all round so I'm sort of getting it into a position I'm happy with. It is a bit awkward. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take this plate off from the bottom of the steering wheel, because I can't see how it's gonna go on otherwise. There's one there, so that's sort of right back. I think I've got it the right around, guys. Right then, guys, sit rep. Putting these corners in is an absolute headache. But you probably find it might be easy to use something to lever out the button clip thing, the actual control, and it enables you to tuck this in then. I'm still not 100% with it all yet, but I'm kind of hoping as I get on with the stitching and stuff, it might sort of tighten things up, so it allows me a bit more, make it life easier to tuck it in. But putting these on, oh, it's just done my head. I spent about half an hour just putting these two things on, and I think I am pretty certain I'm going to have to take this off in order to get this cover over it, because it sort of doesn't sit right on it. So I imagine, cause if I pull it over, it overlaps, so it doesn't seem to be enough to tuck it in really. So I think what I'm going to have to do is take this off, which they're only just clipped in anyway, pull that off, and then it should make life a bit easier in theory anyway. But I'll keep you guys updated as and when. Right then guys, I took this centre section off, this middle bit, it literally just pries off. It's literally just pushed in. So if you want to take yours off, just get something behind it. I'll use that and just lever it out, just each side a bit at a time. Press the horn a few times, but yeah, just if you need to take that off, just literally just gently lever it off either side a bit at a time, and it will just pull off. There's nothing holding it on, it's just literally pushes on. That's it. So what I'm going to do now, I've sort of got each side sort of in. The back I'm not too sure about. I don't understand how you can push that into due to how tight it is, but I'm basically going to start sort of stitching a little bit here just to see how it looks, and then I'll move on to try and do like a section maybe, and then see how it looks, and then see if I can tuck this back part in, because the way the material, I don't think you can really see it, but the actual line you need to tuck it into, it's so tight. I don't understand how you're supposed to push anything into there. So I don't know how that works, but I'll keep going, perseverance and all that, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I've started. Right then guys, for this corner bit, what I've done to measure the string, I measured 5 times the gap of the sort of between the middle button of the wheel and down to the button, the corner that you're going to be sewing. So I literally just went, like, measured it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just so you got enough string. So I've got like loads of it now. So what you need to do is obviously thread your needle. And you're going to put like a little knot in the end, just so it doesn't pull through when you're pulling the. So I'm going to use a double knot just to make sure. So I don't want to start pulling it through and it rip off at the end and I'll start all over again. So put 1, he says, 1, and 2. So then, according to the instructions, you need to pierce from the inside, loop over, pierce on the outside of this bit, and then come through and back through to one of these stitches that are there, and that's how you start. So I'll try that now and see how that goes. Right then, first corner sort of done. I just need to tidy it up a little bit just to get rid of these creases. Now the thing I'm worried about is this here. You guys might encounter this yourself when you do your VXR if you come to do it, but there's that baggy bit there. Even when I try and put the plate back on, it's still there. So I don't understand what you're supposed to do with that little bit. It's almost like there's too much material, but I have no idea. I might try and tighten it up if I can, but I don't know for the minute. So far though, it feels nice to hold. It feels really nice. So I'm looking forward to getting the rest of it done on now. So the stitches are a bit questionable, but they're okay. It's not awful, but yeah. So far so good guys. I'm just going to tie off this knot at the back now and then crack on. I'm going to start this one then. I'll probably leave this long one till last because it's taking ages. I've probably been on it about an hour and a half now, and I've literally only got that bit done. So I'll crack on guys and keep you updated. Right, and as you can see, we're slowly getting there. This bit at the bottom, I'm not even gonna lie, it's not a great fit down here. It really isn't. I don't know what the designer had when they designed it, when they worked their way around this. I've tucked as much as in as I can, but you still get like excess overhang, like little flappy bits at the bottom. I did use a bit of tape for that bit underneath, and tried to put a bit of tape on each of these corners just to try and stop it from rising out, but yeah, it's getting there. I've been on it for about, what, 2.5 hours now. So it does take your time. It does take a lot of time, but perseverance and all that. So I'm going to start by stitching all this for the Alcantara one bit now, this top half, but this bottom bit is done as much as I can get it to be done. It feels nicer, feels quite grippy, but yeah, so that's how we're doing so far, guys. There's a few creases which I know just need to iron out, just to stretch it a little bit, just to try and get rid of some of these creases, but it's the best I'm going to get it, really. As I said, the fitment isn't amazing. It fits all right, I'm not slagging it off, but it's the fitment is, it's not brilliant. It really isn't. But that's just, maybe it's just the way I've done it, but I just can't seem to understand this bottom bit. That's a bit annoying. You just can't tuck it in enough. But oh well, crack on, and I'll get back to you guys as and when. Almost done now, guys. I'm on the last bit to do now, so as you can see, I'm almost getting there. So I managed to sort this little bit out. I've just got to adjust a little bit on the back of it, but I managed to tuck it in a bit more, so it's not so hang out anymore. I had to unstitch a few of these just to give it a bit more maneuverability, then restitch it, and then I managed to make this tuck back in there properly, like how it should be. But yeah, it's almost there, guys, almost. So hopefully in the next clip, it should be done. Right then, finally we're done. After all that, I think it took me about 4.5 to 5 hours to do it. So if you do end up buying one, make sure you got a whole day to do it, because it's not a quick thing that can be done in half a day or half an hour. It takes a while, but I'm happy. I think it looks loads better. It feels really nice, and so I'll show you it now. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it sort of like cleared a few things up if you were thinking about getting one yourself, and whether it'd look good or not. Like I said, head over to PhatBits. There's loads of different designs, different styles to choose from, so the world's your oyster, really. I think they're about £75, give or take, including delivery where you are. They do have fitters if you want someone to come out and fit it for you, if you don't really fancy doing it yourself. This is a sort of an option they offer as well. So yeah, I'm happy with it. So as always, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.